Hey everybody, it's Yvonne again. And guess what? It is Monday, January 13th, and you have made it to the second week of the new year and through the first day of the second week of the new year. So hooray to you. Last time I came on here, we were talking about mindset, the importance of mindset, and how our mindset helps to fuel and frame the things that we want to do in this brand new year. Well, the next thing we want to talk about is the importance of movement. Many of us find ourselves in office jobs or in positions where we are in a seated posture for 8 to 9 to 10 hours a day. And some of you find yourself in kneeling postures. Those of us that work with little people, those of us that may work with big people are kneeling over, leaning, doing different things that put us in really, really unnatural postures for long periods of time. So today what I want to talk about is the importance of movement. And anybody that knows me knows I love to move. Hence what I do for a living. I am a health and wellness professional that spends a majority of my time on my feet, instructing people in different physical activities, such as Pilates, strength, personal training. But I also spend the other part of my day here in front of the camera or sometimes in front of my laptop, sometimes for many more hours than I care to explain. So I want to talk about the importance of movement. You notice that in the course of all of the research and things that we've been doing in the industry and just in health and wellness in general, we are finding more and more that sitting is the new heart attack. So the longer you sit, unfortunately, the more damage we might be doing to our bodies. So what we found in the industry and just throughout overall health and wellness curriculums is the importance of movement. And that movement can be anything. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Just a few minutes ago, I was really moving. I was moving to the point I might be a little flush here because my daughter sent me the most fire mixed I don't know what you call them now because they might be mixtape, but she sent me a link to some really fire movement. I love to dance. So if you don't know anything about me, I love to dance. So your friend, sister girl, was dancing for about 15, 20 minutes straight. So if I look a little flush and a little glowy, it's because I just came off of that dance activity that I was doing to that fire link that I just got from my daughter. It was amazing. But that's just one thing that I love to do. Not only did I get to move, I really enjoyed the music and it really made me happy. It made me feel free. I was able to move. I was able to sway. I was able to do the Yvonne type jam that my kids would probably say, Mom, please stop. But movement brings me joy. Movement brings me peace, depending on the type of movement that I'm doing. And movement helps me to calm and just to find joy and flow. And I want to just explain to you the importance of movement. You've just worked a really, really hard day. And 9 times out of 10, you did it in a chair. And 9 times out of 10, when you did that in the chair, you were like this. Oh, let me turn to the side and I'll show you exactly what you were like. You were like this. And you may have also spent the majority of your day like this. And we just don't know it because it's so normal to us. But what happens is when we're doing like this, is we're creating new movement patterns in our bodies. So I want to encourage you during the course of your day, find a way to move. That may be getting up, taking a walk around the perimeter of the office. If you're able to get out of the office, even though it's brisk, that could be motivation for you to move and walk quickly. You might want to go up and down the stairs from one floor to the next floor or maybe to another floor and then just come back down the stairs just to get some movement in your body during the course of the day. Those are really quick ways to sneak it in. For those of us that have one of the hardest jobs in the world, taking care of kids, oh, you moving all the time, trust. And I would take that as an opportunity to just have fun with it. Pretend like you're the kid. They don't know. You're just doing fun, goofy things with them. That's movement. That's activity. That's flow. And sometimes it may be hard, but kind of find a way to make it fun. Movement is vital to life itself. Because when we stop moving, just like a car or any motorized piece of equipment or any piece of equipment or even an appliance, if you don't use it, you lose it. Think about a brand new car that you purchased, but it sat in the garage for 2 to 3 years. When you go to turn the ignition on that car, do you think it's going to turn over? It may not, depending on the car, depending on the condition. But if you don't use a car, or if you don't use, and I'm using a car because it's a little bit simpler and I can just kind of bring it down to its small component points, the pistons aren't gonna piston, because your girl don't know all about the cars. But the motor probably won't work. You won't be able to gear it because the gears may have gotten rusty. And that's what happens to us, believe it or not, over time. The more we sit, the less we do, the less we move, our bodies will actually say, well, I'm going to sit back here and just not do a thing. Because you don't want to. But there are easy things that you can do during the course of the day. Now, I just talked about you getting through a long day. Guess what? If you've been like this all day, your upper traps are really not happy with you. So I'm going to give you a really quick exercise that you can do during the day, after the day, just to relieve some tension. And it's simply by bringing your ear to your shoulder. So this is going to be to you, my left ear to my left shoulder. And I'll sweep that left hand over my head. And I'm going to pull that ear to my shoulder. And I'm going to take my right hand and push it down towards the floor. And when you see and feel this oppositional stretch, ideally, what you'll feel is some release here. I'll give you a trick too. Bring your chin to the middle of your chest on a slight diagonal and really push those opposite fingers towards the floor. Then bring your ear back to your shoulder and bring your head to neutral and bring that arm down. And we'll do the same thing to the other side so you're not lopsided. So we're going to bring our right ear to our right shoulder, sweep that right hand over the head. We're going to pull that right ear to your shoulder and press the left fingertips towards the floor. Feel that oppositional stretch. And then bring your chin on a slight diagonal to the middle of your chest. Feel that oppositional stretch. And then bring your ear back to your shoulder. Bring your head to neutral. Now place both hands at the base of your head and neck. And bring your elbows ever slightly forward. And you probably noticed that I pulled my shoulder blades down. And I'm going to bring my chin to my chest. And I'm going to push my shoulder blades down towards the bottom of my chair. And I'm going to feel a stretch here in both sides of the upper trapezius. I'll bring my head back to neutral. Float my arms down to the sides. Bring my chin to my chest. Do a semicircle. Left ear to left shoulder. Semicircle to center. Shoulders pressed down. And do right ear to right shoulder. And bring my chin to my chest. Bring my eye gaze up. Circle my shoulders around to release some of that upper trap or those muscles, some of the tightness in your shoulders, your upper traps or your shoulders. That's just one simple way to relieve some stress after the end of a very long day. But I would encourage you, if nothing more, move, guys. Do like me, find you some jamming music and just move. That's going to release stress. That's going to help you feel free. That's going to help you feel good. It's going to release some endorphins. And then after that, do a little bit of stretching. Take a nice hot shower. Put on your comfy clothes. And you are ready to go. You're ready to relax for the evening. Movement is magic. Movement is magical. Movement is freeing, it releases, and it helps you to stay present and active in your life. Just move, guys. Keep moving for life. This is Iman. Thanks so much for listening. Have a nice night. See you next time. Bye-bye.